Next up, we have How Could You Leave Us? And then I think Joyce had said earlier, this one is about his mom that we have established is a drug addict. You notice that every video is gray. Every single one of them. Obviously purposeful, significant. I might even go so far as to say that it's almost shot in RAW. Like when you film with a very good camera and it films in RAW, before it's color corrected and color graded, it looks like this. It's very gray and it looks terrible, but it's because it's saving all of the data and just giving a very flat image, right? And then all that data in the back end can be used to really make the colors pop and shine and good contrast and high dynamic range of the colors and blah, 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 whatever, science. But if it's filmed in RAW and not color corrected, it kind of looks like this. And NF being NF and doing what he does, saying what he says, it would kind of be a really clever thing to shoot a video like this entirely in RAW and then not put a filter over it whatsoever. Leave it as raw as possible so that people, you know, like subtextually kind of get it.
How could you leave so unexpected?
Nice touch.
We waited.
You see the hat and the jacket? That's NF. Perfectly done. I hope I'm not wrong.
For you, but you just left us.
Right away.
We needed you. I needed you. Yo, I don't know what it's like to be addicted to pills, but I do know what it's like to be a witness to kills. Mama told me she loved me. I'm thinking this isn't real.
Nice.
I think of you when I get a whiff of that cigarette smell, yeah. Welcome to the bottom of hell. They say pain is a prison. Let me out.
Look at that car. Time-wise. See what I'm saying? We're going back in time. This is the time frame of when she's going through all this for him.
In my cell, you say you proud of me, but you don't know me that well. Sit in my room, tears running down my face, and I yell into my pillowcases. Say you coming to get us, then call a minute later just to tell us you're not. I'm humiliated. I'm in a room with a parent that I don't barely know. Some lady in the corner watching us while she's taking notes. I don't get it, Mom. Don't you wanna watch your babies grow? I guess pills are more important. All you have to say is no, but you won't do it, will you? You gon' keep popping till them pills kill you. I know you're gone, but I can still feel you.
Oof.
Why would you leave us? Why would you leave us? How could you leave us?
Wow.
How could you leave us? Why would you leave us? Oh. I got this picture in my room and it kills me. But I don't need a picture of my mom, I need the real thing. Now a relationship is something we won't ever have. But why do I feel like I lost something that I never had? You should have been there when I graduated. Told me you love me and congratulations. Instead you left us at the window waiting. Where you at, Mom? We're too young to understand. Where you at, huh? Yeah, I know them drugs that got you held captive. I can see it in your eyes, they got your mind captured. Some say it's fun to get the high, but I am not laughing. And what you don't realize and what you're not grasping, that I was nothing but a kid who couldn't understand it. I ain't gonna say that I forgive you, cause it hasn't happened. I thought that maybe I'd feel better as time passes. If you really cared for me the way you acting. Why would you leave us? Why would you leave us? How could you leave us? How could you leave us? Why would first
crying.
conversation, you and I sat in the living room, talking about my music, and I brought you something to listen to. You started crying, telling me this isn't you. A couple weeks later, guess you were singing a different tune. You took them pills for the last time, didn't you? They took you from us once, I guess they came back to finish you. Crying my eyes out in the studio is difficult. Music is the only place that I can go to speak to you. It took everything inside of me not to scream at your funeral. Sitting in my chair, that person talking was pitiful. I wish you were here, mama, but every time I picture you, all I feel is pain. I hate the way I remember you. They found you on the floor. I could tell you felt hollow. Gave everything you had, plus your life to them pill bottles. You gave everything you had, plus your life to them pill bottles. Don't know if you hear me or not, but if you're still watching, why? Why would you leave us? Why would you leave us?
Wow.
How could you leave us? How could you leave us? Why would you leave us?
Waiting for her to come home.
Sometimes I think about sometimes I think about things like, you know, when I have kids and like, you won't be there, you know, you won't be there for any of that. I'll never get to see you again. Sometimes I wish I would have just called you. I wish I would have just picked up the phone. I wish you were here. I mean, you should have been there for us. You should have been here. The pills got you right. And pills got you right. I wish you were here.
Wow. Whew. Look at the contrast of these last two shots. And this one hangs for like 20 seconds, 25 seconds.
I wish you were here.
Wow. What do I even say to that, you know? I saw somebody's comment talking about, you know, she loves the kids, but, you know, addiction is addiction. You get sick, you know. The kids don't understand that, you know, they won't understand that. The difficulty of coming out of addiction. That's tough. He captures the helplessness that the family feels when they lose someone to addiction, the thought that they love the drugs, alcohol, or whatever more than they do you because that's how you see it. My ex-husband passed due to addiction, but like he said, he was gone long before he was gone. God, sucks. Ugh. I'm trying to get to a point where I can say something without. So bear with me here. Part of me is reacting to the fact that this is an incredibly powerful everything. The song, the video, the story, that it's true, you know. Ugh. And part of me is also reacting to the idea Chimber, my heart is broken for you. I can't imagine that. I can't even fathom that. And I know that there are more than just Chimber here that have lost somebody very close to them. I know. And I've lost people too. We've talked about this. It's not something that I want to keep going over because clearly I'm not ready for that. And part of me is, I don't want to turn this into a big thing, but it's here and I'm going to say it. With everything that's been going on in my life in the past, I don't know, year or so, some of which I have talked about, some of which I have not, I worry that I'm getting to a place where I'm starting to close up. I've tried for so long to try to save everybody. And I feel like it just always ends badly. The amount of people that I grew up with that are no longer here, whether it was to drug addiction, whether it was to suicide, whether it was whatever, I couldn't save them. I couldn't save my dad. I know it's inevitable. But I feel like I've wasted so many hours and days and years trying to do that. And it's not about me. It's not what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying it right. I feel like I wonder where he's going to land after this. I mean, this video itself is 8 years ago. You know, is he now at a place where he can love again, that he can trust again? You know, with someone like you guys talking about the things that you've done, like how do you come back from that? How do you I don't know. I don't know. I mean, yeah. The video is great. The video is powerful. It's emotional. It's incredibly well done. I just feel like and this is the death of the author, right? This is why this stuff needs to exist. People need to tell their story because it helps others understand their own story. But I don't know, man. I feel like I'm watching my life go by and I'm not even a part of it. And there's almost like this coldness that starts to happen when you realize that you have you've made no impact where it mattered. You know, that's how it feels. It's easy to stand up here and sit here in this chair and be like, oh yeah, we have fun and we do this. Oh, you've made my life a little better. Like, that's great. But like, I can't do anything for the people around me that I'm closest to. I couldn't save them, you know? Yeah, I make people smile on the internet, but when it really mattered, I couldn't do anything. So, probably not the point of this video, but that's just kind of where I landed. So, sorry about that tangent.